Okay, so you want to learn about Bitcoin and crypto
Mm.
and how to make money with it.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people are curious about that too.
Uh-huh.
So we're gonna take a deep dive today into this world and,
Yeah.
and see what we can find.
Right.
We get a bunch of research here,
Okay.
um, and there's a lot of ways to potentially make money with crypto.
Yeah.
Some of them are, things you might expect, like investing,
Right.
but some of them are a little bit more um, out there, a little bit more niche.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk about all of them today.
Cool.
So I guess the first thing we should talk about is investing,
Sure.
because that's kind of the most obvious one,
Yeah.
right? You buy Bitcoin, you hold it, you hope it goes up.
That's the classic strategy.
Right. And it's worked for a lot of people,
Yeah, it has for sure.
but it's also, a little bit risky.
Yeah, it's definitely not without its risks.
Right. So
Right.
so I guess the question is, is it still a good investment?
Well, I think it depends on who you ask and what their perspective is.
Right.
Some people think that Bitcoin is going to go to $1 million.
Right.
Some people think that it's going to go to zero.
Right.
And so I think it's important to, do your research and figure out where you fall on that spectrum.
Right. And not put all your eggs in one basket.
Exactly. Diversification is key.
Right. Um, but even if you don't believe that Bitcoin is going to go to $1 million,
Yeah.
um, there's still potential to make money by investing in crypto,
Yeah, I think so.
right? Because there are a lot of other cryptocurrencies out there.
Absolutely. The whole ecosystem is growing rapidly.
Right. And some of them are, doing really interesting things.
Yeah, there's a lot of innovation happening in this space.
Right. So I guess the question is, how do you pick the winners?
Well, it's not easy, that's for sure.
Right.
There are a lot of factors to consider.
Right.
But I think one of the most important things is to look at the team behind the project.
Right.
Are they experienced?
Mhm.
Do they have a good track record?
Right.
And do they have a clear vision for the future?
Okay. So it's kind of like investing in any other company then.
Yeah, in a lot of ways it is.
Right. You want to look at the fundamentals,
Exactly.
right? But it's also important to understand the technology.
Yeah, that's definitely a key part of it.
Right, because a lot of these cryptocurrencies are based on blockchain technology,
Right.
which is still relatively new.
Yeah, it's still in its early stages for
Yeah.
sure.
So it's important to understand how it works and what its potential is.
Yeah, I think education is really important in this space.
Right. So I guess we should probably talk about blockchain a little bit,
Sure.
because it is kind of the foundation of the whole crypto world.
Yeah, it's the underlying technology.
Right. Um, so can you explain it to me like I'm 5?
Okay, so imagine a giant digital ledger
Okay.
that keeps track